Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? It is well. Recently, I've been, pondering on a whole lot of things. I've been thinking about a lot, and it has to do with the death of this young guy, the 27-year-old guy called Mohbad. Now, I want to point out some things that I believe is going to, really help we that are still living. There are so many lessons to learn, in as much as we are seeking for justice for this young guy, which I am praying he gets the justice he deserves, because a lot of things are really fishy regarding his death, how he died, the nurse that was there, his so-called wife, his parents, how he was buried, and a whole lot. But now I want to, say some things that I feel is something we should also be looking into. I am a Christian, that's just the truth. And things that promotes Christianity are things I am basically going to be found doing. That's just the normal me. I'm not into things that are trending. I'm not there to, chase clouds. I'm not there to... This is the first time I'm putting mouth in issues like this. I think this is the first time that I can do a video. You see that this is not even a normal video that I'm doing. But I just feel like, let me just say it. Number one thing is, when we have people around us, let's try to give a sense of direction to them. Now, what do I mean by that? This young guy definitely has the gift of singing. But I believe if he was actually directed properly, that singing would have been channeled to the gospel. That is, becoming a Christian singer. Because the one he chose for himself, which is the one that took his life, that is the Malian. I don't even know what they are all called, but from the issues now trending, it shows it's all this Malian, and especially our youth, you see this one, I'm a Malian, and all those nasty things. Now, this is the path that this young guy chose, and he took his life away. But I believe if he was actually, directed properly, to use that his singing ministry, to use that his singing gift for the Lord, it would have gone a long way, and it would have actually elongated his life. Now, somebody might be saying, what about the people that are singing, Christian songs and they die? Yeah, there are people like that their lives were cut short, but not everybody. You can't do things for God with your sincere heart and he leaves you halfway. Or he even sees evil ahead of you and God doesn't call your attention to it. Because from everything going on now, it's obvious this guy was, his life was cut short. So if he was singing in the direction of God, if he was singing and using that gift for God, it would have really been of help to our society. And, that light that is actually called, because people say he's Imole, I believe that light would have, shined brighter than it is now. And number two thing is, let's always listen to people. Let's not wait when people die before we can give a listening ear to their cry. From the songs, people said, I don't listen to his song, I don't know his songs. I never even knew him until his death. But then, his songs, from what people said, we are actually messages. We are people there to actually, give him a listening ear. This boils down to we individuals. How many people in our own, reach are really crying out for some certain things that we are not listening to them? There are people that are really, really crying for some certain things that really needs a listening ear. Are we there to give them that listening ear? We have youths who are really crying out for things. We have youths who needs, counsel, people that really need somebody to talk to, people that are dying in silence. How many of us, we have time to listen to people that are, under us, that are around us? We form busy, we form, nonchalant, we form like we don't really care. But when we see the rest in peace, so many of us begin to, come out from our places. Unfortunately, now I saw a post of a young guy who just died yesterday, just a 30-year-old guy, and this really is moving me to actually, what is really going on? The youths are dying, but what actually brought about some of them dying? Some of them, they were actually looking for help. Some of them needed somebody to talk to. Some of them needed somebody to give them money. Some of them needed help. But how many of us are helping people that we know? How many of us are stretching that helping hand to people? It's not just about giving justice to this young guy because he's dead. Was he given a listening ear while he was alive? I see the number of people trooping out, to see that justice is given to him, which is a beautiful thing. But if only we did this while he was alive. If only we did it while he was alive. And it's really boils down to we caring for people. It really boils down to we looking out for people when we still have them. Not waiting when they die before we begin to give them their flowers. Not waiting when they die before we begin to, think or say, had I known, we would have done this, we would have done that. Now I see a lot of people chasing clout with this boy's death. That is just it. But then, I wish he was able to get this kind of love. Look at people from all over the world. The internet is really boiling. Mohbad. It is not possible for me to come online just a minute without seeing the post of this guy Mohbad. Look at the love. I wish he was able to get this love while he was living. I wish he was able to have somebody to really run to. Now, another thing I want to point out is when you see that your life is at stake, it is better you walk away. This young guy was expressing himself through songs. He was talking about the threat based on what people said actually. But then, if you knew your life was really at risk, if you knew your life was being threatened, why didn't you walk away? Why didn't you walk away? Somebody might say, is it easy to walk away? Now, is it his death that is easy? His death has even brought about the death of some other young people who went, do rally. They went to do some things just to, show that they are really mourning. And some of them got killed. I heard this afternoon that about 20 people died because of this young guy, Mohbad. Now, why would somebody's death also be causing the death of other people? It doesn't make sense. I wish he was able to walk away. It would have been better. You could actually seek, another direction for you to be able to do your singing and you live your normal life. It doesn't worth dying for. There is nothing in this world that is worth dying for except the cause of Christ. Except when one is being persecuted and is being asked to deny Jesus and you say, I am not going to deny Jesus. That is just the only thing I feel it is worth dying for. The music is not worth dying for. You feel like you are chasing your passion. It's a beautiful thing to pursue your passion. But then your life is at stake and you didn't walk away. You are just expressing it through songs. You are just expressing it, through your music. Why not walk away? It doesn't have to get to you dying, then causing pain in the heart of many, causing tears in the heart of many, causing even death for other people. It wasn't worth it. I wish he was able to have somebody to counsel him. That is why we should be available for people. Give them counsels that will help their lives. Give them counsels that will change their lives. I pray that this guy gets the justice he deserves and we, the living, will make the best out of it. Direct your children, direct people under you to follow the right